Hey y'all, okay, if you are gonna listen to one video that I do tonight, this is the one that you really wanna pay attention to. It's something that I really wanna make sure you guys understand. We're talking about why oil purity is super important and why it's critical to really pay attention to where you buy your oils from. So not all essential oils are created equally. In the United States, there's actually no rating system for essential oils. The closest thing we get is an FDA regulation that in order to label a bottle of essential oil pure or therapeutic grade, the contents of that bottle only has to contain at least 5% of essential oil. 5%, y'all. So that means 95% of the bottle could have fillers or sulfates, or it could be full of toxic chemicals. So since there's no definition, rating system, or standards, the label on the bottle actually doesn't tell you much about the quality of the essential oil inside. There are many things that essential oil manufacturers are doing to stretch their oils. Many oils on the market can contain synthetics, pesticides, fertilizers, chemical extenders, even solvents that can be cancerous, like hexane. There are companies that actually sell leftover floral water from the distillation process and label it as an essential oil. Y'all, you're not getting a pure product when you buy that bottle of oil. So most essential oils are actually sold more cheaply because companies cut corners. So why would we go the extra step of using oil to get away from a chemical and then use an oil that's laden with chemicals? It really makes no sense. So one of the questions that I get asked the most is, why did I choose Young Living when we can get our essential oils at the local drugstore? I can buy them online on Amazon. Why would I choose Young Living? Young Living is completely transparent in their process. I did a lot of research before I bought my oils. I said, if we're going to do this, I want to make sure that we're doing it right. And like I told you before, I was using these oils for a health issue, for a wellness issue. So I wanted to make sure I was really getting a pure quality product. Young Living, they are pioneers in their distillation methods. They offer a seed to seal guarantee. It's not even just a slogan, it really is a promise. Seed to seal is a promise that they offer on all of their oils, a promise of integrity. Gary Young, who is actually the founder of Young Living, he says that he never makes an oil for profit. He always makes it for a purpose. Seed to seal means each plant is hand weeded. There are no pesticides used, no chemicals, no weed killers. The plants are harvested at their peak to produce the most potent and effective oils possible. And then they're put through a vigorous testing process to assure that you can trust the quality. They go from farm directly to our home. So Young Living really is that they're pioneers in their field, and nobody else does it the way that they do it. I love that they have their own farms that you can actually go visit. You can go to their farms, you can see how they're planting, and they might let you plant some lavender while you're there. Since everything is hand weeded, they might actually ask you to weed some of the plants, but you can watch the distillation process. You can ask questions from scientists that work in their field. They're super transparent. So you can learn more by checking out the Young Living story and fall in love with the company in the way I have at seedtoseal.com. It's a great resource for learning more about the seed to seal promise that I've talked about. So it actually takes a great deal of work to produce even a tiny amount of essential oil. So just a few quick stats that were kind of mind-blowing to me when I was researching. 60,000 rose blossoms provide only 1 ounce of pure rose oil. Lavender is more abundant at 200 pounds of lavender will provide about 7 pounds of oil. Sandalwood tree must be 30 years old and 30 feet high before it can even be cut down for distillation. So these are things that are really important to make sure that we're getting the best quality essential oil. An essential oil like cypress, if it's heated up to a temperature 10 degrees higher or 10 degrees lower, it actually only produces like 7 chemical constitutes. If it's distilled at its exact perfect temperature, it produces over like 200 chemical constitutes. So it's a big deal that companies are doing processes and are treating our oils in a really pure and integral way. So a little bit actually goes a really long way. Most oils are $10 to $30 a bottle. A 5 milliliter bottle contains about 90 drops. So 5 milliliter bottles, one of these little sizes, and then a 15 milliliter bottle contains about 250 drops. So each application, and when you're using them medicinally, is about 1 to 3 drops, meaning that even a small bottle can get you 45 to 90 applications. Thieves Cleaner that we talked about a little earlier is made of plants and only costs about $1.50 a bottle. So this bottle is like $22, I believe, and it's super concentrated. So I can make up a spray bottle of all-purpose cleaner that we use to clean our kitchen, our bathrooms, our floors, everything, y'all, for about $1.50 a bottle. You can't even get that in the organic section of the grocery store. It replaces a multi-purpose cleaner, glass cleaner, floor cleaner. The organic versions of those can run you from like $4 to $6 a bottle. And then check the labels again, y'all. It may not even be like a truly green, chemical-free solution. So when you take into consideration how few drops of oil you need for an application, and you realize how many toxic products that you can actually stop buying, essential oils really are an amazing, cost-effective solution. So you can use tools such as EWG.org, it's the Environmental Working Group, or even there's a great app called Think Dirty where you can scan like the barcode of a lot of your cleaners, scan those Clorox wipes, y'all, scan that like colored hand soap that you're using, scan your Dove shampoo, and that app will actually pull up a list of all the ingredients that are in your product, and it's going to rate your product from a scale of 1 to 10 and tell you how safe or how toxic your product is and why. So I love that it breaks it down, because a lot of times I'm looking at a label, I'm like, okay, sure, great, that says, you know, alkyl propylene. I don't know what that means. So I love that that breaks it down for you and really tells you what each ingredient is doing, and then what negative effects it might be doing, like disrupting your hormones, that kind of thing. So EWG.org and then the app Think Dirty. Check your products, y'all, and we can start switching these things out with either DIY options, including many simple like measure and dump recipes. Y'all, I'm not a DIY girl, but I've got some simple, basic DIY recipes that anybody can do. Or Young Living actually has great chemical-free, oil-and-free products that we can purchase already made. Super convenient. So once you stop buying all the other stuff, you'll actually be saving money, and I can teach you how to do that. So next up, we're going to talk about how to use your oils. Y'all stick with me and make sure that you're commenting on at least 5 posts tonight. Okay, see you in a sec.